Так, ну еще висит здесь какое-то заданице. Это у нас интендант Манфред, новая сирена, казармы монетной стражи. Посмотрим.
Ah, Your Excellency, I'm glad to see you. It seems there has been... The manager of the tavern came to find me. He complained, and a customs sergeant who is seizing his shipments from the... Clearly, neither we nor the...
You suspect that these seizures are being used to supply the contraband?
It's the only logical answer.
And you wonder if Egon is involved?
Контрабанда.
No, thank you.
Отправляемся к трактирщику. Так, ну они пока нас здесь нету, они здесь прыгают по столам. Это безобразие. Потом садятся, как будто ни в чем не бывало. Как это прекратить? Надо пожаловаться наместнице. А сколько вам лет? Покажите, пожалуйста, свой паспорт.
What can I pour for you?
Manfred, the quartermaster of the barracks, told me about your supply...
And he sends you? I didn't think a legate would act in person, but it's nice to see that. I'll explain. Alcohol has been scarce in New Serene for quite some time. Our suppliers in the town are constantly victims of theft, to the point that I could have managed if my monthly delivery from the continent had arrived as planned. But
Did they give you a reason?
Conservative seizure, they said. Time to check. And now they tell me that they can't return my goods. Can you believe it? If even customs are...
This is all rather suspicious. Don't worry.
Таможенники. Какая шляпка была. Там девочка стояла в красной шляпке. Будем надеяться, что это не мальчик. Таможня дает добро. Так. Можно как раз перелезть через забор. Посмотреть, где здесь негодяи.
Customs Officer Alric.
Desade, I'm the legate. I've been told of some issues with customs. I would like...
I'm listening, Your Excellency.
I was told that a shipment from the continent bound for the tavern...
We seize cargo sometimes.
Randomly, without a prior formal order.
No, I don't know. Perhaps...
I suppose all entries are noted.
Naturally, but I assure you that we only do our job. It was...
I was told that a shipment from the
We seize cargo sometimes.
Randomly.
I
suppose...
Naturally.
I was informed that customs was wrong.
Yes, these thieves have quite the nerve. Since then, I've put all important things in the chest, but...
Let me summarize. You have confiscated some goods, perhaps, but then that same cargo was stolen from you, along with... You are either the worst customs officer I've met, or the biggest liar.
Listen, Your Excellency, I made a mistake. In fact, it was late, and, counting the crate. In the meantime, the goods were stolen.
You haven't even informed the authorities of this robbery. So I think it's necessary to conduct this inspection. I'm sure the contents of this chest would be very informative. Maybe we should go to the docks to see if we could find the key that this scatterbrain has lost.
So, were you satisfied with your...
Серебряную монету? Что за серебряную монету?
Look at this.
You work for Egon? Have you come to ensure my loyalty? Well, you can tell him that I didn't...
In fact, you just did. So you are a member of the...
No. But I am trapped. And it's been like I am forced to pull off all kinds of tricks.
Egon.
Yes, sir. Either I do what he says, or I lose my children. And now I have no choice but to obey when he asks me to divert larger shares.
Could you help me identify him?
I'd like to, but I've never met him. He gives me his instructions in writing.
I plan to put an end to this individual's activities. So anything you can tell me will be...
I hope you manage it, Your Excellency. Maybe you could come to the meeting he's arranged.
Do you think he will come in person?
I fear he'll punish me for arousing the innkeeper's suspicions. He doesn't let...
Very well, I will come. If only to avoid you paying the...
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'll meet you...
No offense to our new friend. I'm not sure this Egon will come in person. I'd be surprised if he'd bother moving just to lecture a small fry in his business.
Так, надо опять идти спать, ложиться. Надоело уже спать, честно сказать. Так. Встретиться с Алериком у северных ворот. Ну, тут не написано, что ночью. Давайте пойдем. Тут, по-моему, тут не было забора. Что-то поставили специально, чтобы мы здесь лазили через забор, мерзавцы. Вместо чтобы делами заниматься. Ставить везде заборы. Отвратительно. Так, ну не дай бог, придется сейчас обратно идти спать, ложиться. Рад вас видеть. Почему туда стучит-то? Непонятно. Подозрительно. Так, ну опять я куда-то пришел. Не туда. Нет, туда. Тут нету сундучка. Сундучок тут не стоит нигде. Нету. Мурлычет там.
Ah, there you are. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
We have a meeting next to the quarry. As we are...
Perfect. I'll hide until
He will certainly not come alone.
Be confident. I won't have...
You should get in position.
Заметно наблюдать. Где же это место? Наверное, здесь за домом. Вот оно что.
My friend, I'm so glad to see you. Because you owe us some explanations, don't you?
Sir, let me explain. I wanted to do well.
Silence, fool. Not only have you been so clumsy with your... But in addition, you dared to plot with this legate. And you no longer love your children, Alric.
No, Mr. Egon, I beg you. Don't hurt them.
It's a shame, Alric. Egon loved you. But would he place you with someone else? Someone smarter. Get rid of him. As for me...
We're committed to protecting this man.
If we're going to help him, we will
Так,
probably
вы что,
lose track of our...
замочили, что ли, или что?
I didn't betray you.
Our man escaped us. Maybe there is still time to save Alric.
Так, ну что теперь делать-то? Спасти Эрика. Сейчас мы Эрика не спасем, а чувак этот отвалит. Как же нам туда спрыгнуть-то? Во! Так, надо переигрывать.
Let's go to Hikmet. If everything revolves around alcohol smuggling, I'm sure we'll find something out in the tavern.
Ничего не понял.
My friend,
We're committed to protecting this man.
If we're going to help him, we will probably
Ну
lose
ладно,
track
будем
of our...
спасать Эрлика.
I owe you my life, Your Excellency.
Don't mention it. Alas, all this was useless. This man was not Egon.
I'm not sure that it's a person, Your Excellency. I don't know. But I will...
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
He said he was going back to Hikmet, which is where he's... I'm sorry. I could have told you that earlier, but I knew that without your protection, I would not survive. The deliveries are sent to a dispensary outside the town.
A dispensary? But what do they do?
I'm not sure, Your Excellency.
Well, at least the fright Egon gave Auric managed to loosen his tongue.
Так, ну как отсюда отвалить? Чуваки ходят. Ну ладно, не хочу сейчас с ними заниматься там. С этими чуваками. Хикмет. Найти лазарет.
These islanders are drunk, and these guards don't look that official.
On your way. There's nothing for a highness here.
Sorry, but we're entering all the same.
Oh yeah, we'll soon see about...
Дохляки. Нас не пускают творить правосудие. Негодяи. То есть так можно? Служителями закона. Вообще безобразие. Воруют прям буквально из-под носа. Прям из отделения милиции украли. Хватит. Лазарет. Люди болеют. Они здесь безобразие. Так, ну что, чувак сейчас хочет от нас отвалить опять.
Surrender. You are under arrest.
What am I accused?
You are a high-ranking member of a criminal, and you did not hesitate to order a murder. The gallows await you. Unless you decide...
I won't say a word. I won't give you a...
If you really thought so, we would not be talking. You will be taken to New Serene.
Интендант Манфред. Так, ну что-то все потемнело. Трупы пропали. Что делать? Как же жить? Вот здесь, наверное, сундук, скорее всего, стоит. Нету. Ничего нету. Печально. Так, нам надо отправиться в Новую Серну.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Was the captain we arrested transferred to you?
Yes. And we began to question him. The governor tasked him with weakening the natives as much as possible in order to... They were trying to poison the natives with alcohol, but they needed a lot to do it. Their entire...
Did you contact the governor?
Yes. He sent us a letter apologizing, saying he didn't know. His letter was accompanied by a letter of marque to compensate them.
Which doesn't mean that he will abandon these... Is there any news on Egon? We're no longer certain it's even a person.
Even though that name might refer to the organization, someone must be leading. Alas, for now, the captain doesn't want to tell us any. We're waiting for answers on that point. I need your help in another case.
I'm listening.
The Admiral sent us a furiously worded letter. One of their ships was commandeered by our troops. They accused the... I'm not saying that the Admiral is lying to us, but I don't understand what could have... Whatever the case may be, the Admiral is threatening to refuse. This will not only hurt the Guard, but also all the nations. We need someone diplomatic, able to peace...
Yes. I will go see Admiral Cabral.
Так, ну что нам теперь надо делать? Какое длинное задание, какой ужас. Адмирал Кабрал.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Manfred, the quartermaster of New Serene Garrison, told me that he'd received a letter from you. Was one of your ships hijacked by the Guard?
The Trident and its crew were commandeered by... We will not let ourselves be threatened by these land pirates. I've already sent several of our warships to board the Trident and release it. The Guards taken on board...
I understand, Admiral. But Quartermaster Manfred, that's why he asked me to investigate. The Guard...
So these mercenaries do not even know how to manage their... We will not deal with the Guard until Manfred cleans up his... No more of these hireling thugs will set foot on my ships. The nobles will...
I will tell them, Admiral. And know that I am fully aware of the problem, not only for the Guard, but for all the nations. I will do everything to find...
Thank you, Your Excellency. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again. The Admiral knows that we can't do anything without the force of the Guard. By prohibiting them from transport, she is putting everyone at risk, leaving us to take care of the problem.
If only I could get my hands on the bunch of idiots who did such a stupid thing.
Так, Сан-Матеус. Таверна. Тут недалеко. Так, ну что нам надо здесь сделать? Хорошо, хоть первый этаж, но, конечно, с этой стороны было бы ближе. Ну ладно. Все равно тут проходной двор. Блин, какая досада. Ну надо же. Ну надо же. Все время им там что-то мешает. Придется здесь с черного хода. Этот нигер тоже в чем-то замешан. Я вижу. Под чем он? Ладно.
Greetings. Quartermaster Herbert. I'm in charge of these barracks.
Desarde, legate of the...
Nice to meet you. And what can I do?
Quartermaster Manfred sent me.
I was expecting such a visit. This commandeering business may just spell the end of the Guard. Without the Nord's transport, we are finished. It's as if some members of the Guard obey.
We had trouble with a criminal organization. I wouldn't be surprised if they were behind this.
Oh, this is terrible news, Your Excellency. How can...
By speaking to those in charge of those in command of this town.
Since you neutralized me while waiting for a new scene, they are Lieutenant Alexander.
Do you think they're honorable?
I won't vouch for them if that's what you're asking.
Thank you, Quartermaster.
Так, начинается. Верхний этаж. Верхний. Ну, слава богу. Осталось найти лестницу. Вот она, лестница. Зачем здесь указатели? Непонятно. Никогда не видел в домах указателей. Чтобы не заблудиться, я так понимаю. Или, может быть, не пройти мимо сортира. Что это было? Мы что-то открыли. Давайте посмотрим, что здесь есть. Да, но тут ничего нету. Зачем нужно было здесь взламывать? Непонятно. Ладно. Вот он, мерзавец.
Hello, Lieutenant. My name is Desardet.
Oh, you are the legate of the I am Lieutenant Alexander. Did you need me?
I'm conducting an investigation into the elite. We must work fast and find out who organized this act of piracy. Do you know the men who seized the ship and who...
All I can tell you, Your Excellency, is that I'm sure they were not under as foolish as it sounds. We don't know the identity of the soldiers. Since our previous commander's coup attempt, there's been tremendous upheaval. We lack senior officers. The registers are not up to date. I suspect the supporters of the coup who escaped the trial may be responsible.
It's not impossible. I dealt with Major Herman, who was serving...
It's only an idea, of course.
I'll leave you, Lieutenant.
Какое безобразие. Никто ничего не знает. Как такое может быть? Непонятно. Здесь, конечно, без помощи инквизиторов нам будет сложно разобраться. Где мои щипчики для сахара?
Hello, Lieutenant. Desardet, legate of the merchant...
Lieutenant Klaus, what can I do for you?
I'm investigating the elite. Do you happen to know the men responsible and the...
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I only took office in this city. I was sent here to remedy the lack of officers. Are you sure that this commandeering is not the Iceland?
Not totally sure, but it's very unlikely. Managing the crew...
I see.
Вижу по глазам.
Farewell, Lieutenant. Hello. I am...
Desardet, legate of the merchant congregation, right? Nice to meet you, Your Excellency.
Well, I didn't know I was... Can you tell me anything about...
A complete act of piracy, if
Do you know who these guards were and under...
No, but since the commander's attempted coup, men start muttering as soon as some recruits have suffered violence, but refuse to name their attackers. It seems obvious to me that some people took advantage.
I see. I'll leave you to it. Farewell, Lieutenant.
Your Excellency, if you really want to know what's going on in this barracks, find me
To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Quiet. No one must know that I spoke to you. I am sorry. Don't forget the church tonight.
The lieutenant's interrogation produced nothing. This sergeant is our only lead.
With this gang's reign of terror, we were lucky to have come across it.
Кто это такая? Везде ее портреты. Наверное, депутат Государственной Думы. Так, ну мы сюда неправильно зашли. Так, ну ладно. Где же эта секта? То есть церковь. Вот она здесь. Сегодня ночью. Сыр. Ладно.
Here you are. I wasn't sure you'd come. That will be understandable. It's better to be wary with it.
What do you know about this organization?
More than I would like. I'm part of it. Now ask me any questions you want. We don't have much time.
If you're part of this organization...
I joined this gang some time ago. Without realizing I naively thought that it would only be a matter of completing a few small scenes. But I found myself... We capture them to sell them as slaves. They're very popular. I participated for a long time, without batting an eye. And the horror of this trafficking has finally hit home. I don't...
Who took possession of the ship? And for what purpose?
The boat was supposed to be used to transport the island. Someone must have had enough of only being able to move a few. Now they've pulled this big stunt. They've not only attracted the wrath of the Nauts, Egon would never have made such a mistake. And they'll make the fool...
Do you know who Egon is? Or at least who runs...
No. Everything is very compartmentalized. Not only do I not know the big boss, but I don't know anything about his other...
Do you know who Egon is?
No, not only do I...
And who gives you your orders?
Lieutenant Ermelin. That woman is ruthless. After the business with the ship, she decided to make a clean sweep, probably to avoid the... She told us that we had to get rid of the islanders we still held captive. She wants to clean up behind us. My friend is among them.
If we want to prevent this massacre, we will...
They're kept in a former logging facility.
Is it well guarded?
No. Numbers are small to avoid arousing suspicion. But when Ermelin comes with her troops to get rid of the young...
Well, we'll take control of the operation before... When Ermelin and her soldiers come, we will use the element of support.
With all due respect, there will be many.
We could ask for help from one of the native clans.
Do you think they would?
If it only involved us, I doubt it. But they'll also be able to give them shelter when we free them.
We will need to act quickly. I fear Ermelin will take action.
I'll go get help in Vedlug as soon as possible and take care of...
Thank you. I'll arrange to be appointed as the scout. That way I can let you know when we arrive.
We should go to Vedlug.
Yes, Storm Warriors will be a good asset.
Дердре. Кто такой Дердре? Зачем нам Дердре? Ну ладно, неохота просто ходить за Дердре. Придется идти. Дердре сейчас скажет: сходи туда, принеси то. Опять это целая история. Где это мы есть? Тердоп, черные земли.
What do you seek?
I have come to ask for your help, Deirdre. A group of guards captured young natives and turned them into... But now I want to free them and stop these...
Who's to...
У нас есть интуиция.
These prisoners are to become slaves in the cities, and they will be far from their land, treated as objects instead.
The Renaigse consider everything as objects. I'll help you catch those monsters.
The prisoners are in a former logging facility.
I know where it is. The Renaigse...
We will get rid of the guards there. But if any soldiers are sent to kill them...
I will send you my 2 best warriors. I can't give you any more. They will find you where the forest has suffered. Anything more?
I need to be going.
Зачем нам эти воины? Я думаю, что мы бы и сами там без проблем разрулили всю тему. Ладно, отправляемся. На лесопилку. Лагерь у заставы, наверное. Переместились. Так, где здесь выход? Постоянно какие-то проблемы. То выхода нет, то входа нету. Так, что этот чувак нам скажет?
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Why build an outpost here?
Well, with the bandits, the beasts, anything else?
Ладно, понятно, что деньги отмываются. Так и скажите. Что-то там хрустнуло. Ногу, что ли, сломал. Грибочек.
Here is the logging facility. The prisoners must be in that cabin.
Я-то думаю, зачем здесь лесопилка?
No one passes.
I will pass without your permission.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Посмотреть на его лицо. Мы его узнаем. Ключ от камер рабов. Тут раньше никого не было. Но жизнь идет своим чередом. Что-то.
Locked.
Третий уровень взлома. А что он нам даст? Ничего не даст. Давайте откроем ключом. Бессмысленно сейчас переставлять шмотки.
You're free.
Thank you. May the trees always bear fruits on your...
It was Sergeant France who told us.
France?
Stay here.
Then we will...
No. When we are done. Thank you for coming to London. I'm surprised.
She told young people when Xavier...
We are most...
You're there. Were you able to get rid of the...
Yes. And we have released the prisoners. But...
Ermelind and her troops shouldn't be long. You should take position.
Подстеречь солдат. Где же нам их подстеречь? Никого нету. Странно. А, вот здесь надо спрятаться. Какой ужас.
Anything to report, Sergeant Franz?
Negative, Lieutenant. Everything is quiet.
Where did the guards go?
I don't know.
How can you not know? Hey, what's going on?
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. Your magic is running out.
Понятно, зачем вот надо было каких-то чуваков сюда тащить. Тут и так. И так все понятно.
We got them.
Make sure Lieutenant Ermelind is shackled and brought back to San Mateos. She will probably be sent to New Serene to be interrogated. She has a lot to teach us about Egon.
I hope she can help you put an end to all of this.
Can we all go home now?
Yes. We will escort...
Greg, it's thanks to you that I realized what we were doing. In the meantime, I will do everything I can to help...
You are a better man than you think, friends. When you're finished, we will be glad to see you again.
We should go. Let's report to Quartermaster.
Поговорить с Александром. Меченая серебряная монета. Зачем она нужна? Непонятно. Ладно, что нам надо делать дальше?
May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Так, ну где здесь дверь-то? Вот она.
Your Excellency, I was told you'd returned with prisoners.
Yes. Lieutenant Ermelind organized the slave trade on behalf of the organization I told you about. Her men captured natives who were then sold here or smuggled to the mainland. We also found out that they commandeered a Naut ship to speed things up.
What madness. I guess Manfred will want to have her questioned. Lieutenant Alexander, you will accompany her with some men.
Quartermaster, at your orders.
And you, Sergeant. I understand that you participated in the despicable actions of this traitor.
It's true, Quartermaster.
I recommend clemency. Without his help, we would not have
I
discovered...
see. You will accompany Lieutenant Alexander. Manfred would like to... I will make sure that he knows what role you played.
Thank you, Quartermaster.
Well, I'll let you get on.
Thank you very much for your help, Your Excellency. Travel safe.
Well, things seem to be in order here now. We should go and warn Manfred.
Так, нужно наконец-то отправляться в Новую Сирену. Я так понимаю, что мы распутали это дело. Нам полагается. Рюмка, медный пятак и рюмка. Новая Серна. Казарма монетной стражи. Опять эти чуваки, откуда они берутся? Может быть, просто ночью. Уже я не знаю, зачем все это подбирать. Почему тут нет охраны? Офигеть надо. Офигеть.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
I was able to clarify the story about...
I've already been told all this. He told me the whole thing. I've already sent a letter to the Admiral explaining what happened, and I hope she will forgive us. Anyway, I thank you very much.
We couldn't have done anything without Sergeant Franz. He showed admirable courage. I imagine he's joined your forces.
That doesn't ring a bell.
Strange. It seemed to me that Quartermaster...
Well, perhaps he changed his mind. With this bit... Anyway, know that our investigation has finally
закрыли
paid
квест,
off.
1900
Lieutenant
опыта.
Alexander arrested many criminals with
Лицо
information
Игона.
obtained from prisoners. You should go find him. He's with Captain Ulrich.
Капитан Ультрик.
Captain Ulrich?
The highest ranking faced with...
Thank you, Manfred. I'll go...
Я думал, закрыли мы наконец-то это дело. Верхний этаж.
This arrest is good news. Let's find the captain.
Так, ну хорошо, она хоть где-то здесь.
Ah, Your Excellency.
Рядом.
I was talking about your exploits to Captain Ulrich.
Your Excellency.
Captain, Lieutenant. Quartermaster Manfred informed me...
Indeed. Lieutenant Ermelind confessed, which enabled us to flush out most of the gang.
I can't quite believe that all the arrested men are involved in this case. I know many of them, and could have sworn they were honorable.
I'm sorry, Captain. I understand. We were all sure that our comrades would never be involved in this.
Will you continue the investigation?
Of course. We can't stop our research until...
Lieutenant Alexander was asking me to transfer him to New Serene.
To manage it, if you allow it, my captain. I was honored to participate in the interrogations of Lieutenant Ermelind, and to be able to arrest all these criminals. I would not want to leave things half-finished.
As I told you, Lieutenant, I can't approve the transfer of enough. I must refer to the commander.
In any case, we're most grateful for your help, but we can now...
I see. What goes on in the...
It's a bit like that, yes. We can't let the actions of a small group compromise.
You forget, once again. In the meantime, please be dismissed.
At your orders, Captain. Good.
This brazen lieutenant is bordering on insubordination.
I'm sorry you had to hear this call to order.
It must be the enthusiasm of youth.
It's possible.
Why is that?
Lieutenant Alexander claims that Ermelin's I attended one of these interrogations, and all she talked about, the one in which Torsten's recruits received...
A place I remember all too well.
I'm sure, Kurt. If I understood correctly, this place was taken, but our lieutenant did not mention it, which surprised me. Perhaps Alexander failed to report it.
But he could have another motive. So you would like us to go there?
Indeed. And I am no longer a field officer, and I want to see this case with my own eyes.
Very well, Captain. You can count on me.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Согласиться.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's hurry. How would you like to proceed, Captain?
By the book. We'll go through the whole camp, neutralizing any threat.
Так, ну опять там какие-то поселились. Кто это такие? Какие-то мерзавцы. Мы же только что оттуда вычищали каких-то негодяев. Блин, ну как же так? Как же так? Собачки.
To my health, and death to the others! Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Что он с ней делал, там я так и не понял. пойму, это чувак там или кто это? Нет, это не чувак. В любом случае нам идти через казармы. Что-то мешает. Заговорщики. Ответу. Ладно. Что-то мешает? Нет.
Protect me in this battle. To my health and death to the others.
Что-то много у вас.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Так, ошиблись комнатой. Опять морг. Нам не надо. Где эти мерзавцы? Что это такое?
Sergeant Franz. Poor man. He paid dearly for the help he gave us.
He was beaten to death.
Quartermaster Herbert ordered him to accompany Lieutenant, but he never made it to New Serene. Oh.
Maybe enlightened protect me in this battle.
And death to the others!
Так, ну я не понял, куда теперь здесь идти. Верхний этаж. Верхний этаж.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Мерзавка. Что делает? что творит?
This document talks about eliminating the witnesses to the case.
Manfred and us
Флакон
are
с ядом.
definitely on that list.
It looks like poison.
Еще выше, тут еще есть этаж.
Lieutenant Klaus, so you are part of this disgusting...
Lay down your weapons, Lieutenant. Any resistance is...
I will not surrender, Your Excellency. Death.
If you speak, we will be lenient.
You, maybe, but Egon...
He's poisoned.
The plague. I'd have liked to have questioned that traitor.
Топор палача.
These letters are signed by Egon. We must go to the office of the leader of these criminals.
We could study the handwriting to find out who's behind this pseudonym. We did a good job, Your Excellency. Egon will never come back.
Certainly. But we know that there are still criminals amongst you.
We know that Lieutenant Alexander is the sergeant's body. And the fact that he didn't tell us about this camp, perhaps he will be able to provide us with a lead. Otherwise...
Remember that we are targets. Just like Manfred, we will have to...
You're right. Let's get back to New Serene. You'll hand over the
этот
evidence to
мутный кекс.
Quartermaster Manfred and assure
Наверное,
yourself of
он.
his safety. I will
Главарь.
go and ask our insolent left...
Интендант Манфред. Ягодки. Птичка. Новая сирена.
Your Excellency, I wasn't sure
How did you know we were here? Did the
He was arrested while coming back here. Lieutenant Alexander said he was finally reported by...
That lieutenant has some nerve. We know he's involved. We found the body of the sergeant who was to accompany. He got rid of him to punish him for helping us. Or to stop him from... We also found this document saying that everyone who knows about the case should be... You're in danger. And they've already found a way...
Most of the men who are loyal to him are in jail. I can't do anything without help. I've been trying to get the commander. If anybody can restore order to all of this...
Here, take this evidence and...
Alas, there's nothing in there that clearly indicates who Egon is.
The recent actions of Lieutenant Alexander suggest that he is the brains behind this operation. And we only have to compare his handwriting with these letters to be...
I'm going to join the commander, but you should intervene.
Настоящий Эгон. Он здесь.
Your Excellency! What a joy to see you again. We finally stopped Egon. The captain will be happy.
Naturally. And that is why you are surrounded by the men. We visited your secret camp and found the body of who, in spite of his death, continues to betray you. You are a member of this, and when we compare your handwriting to the letters we have, it wouldn't surprise me to discover that Egon is none.
We prepared a discreet death for you, worthy of your uncle's court. Little poison, and our troublesome diplomat. But since you leave us with no choice, it'll be a real pleasure.
Finally, our revenge has come.
In this battle,
To my health, and death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
lay the shadow engulf our enemies. Your magic is running out.
No, no, no! Why did you have to stick?
If you had not been so careless, so eager to get, maybe we would never have discovered your operations. Surrender, Alexander. Unless you
Let me go! I could make...
I doubt that the commander would find that arrangement acceptable.
Wretches! I've been waiting to put this pathetic scoundrel in a hole for a long time. May I?
Be my guest, Kurt.
Your Excellency, Lieutenant Alexander was court-martialed and will soon be executed.
You have my gratitude.
Manfred gave me all the evidence you gathered and told... I'm just sorry he didn't tell me about it sooner.
My apologies, Commander. But you've been so... I never thought the case would be so big.
Be that as it may, the high rank and the foot soldiers will be sent back to the continent. A few months on the front should bring them... We owe you so much, Your Excellency. Without you, I am extremely grateful. I will not forget what you did for us.
Don't...
Ну, наконец-то. Ну, можно сходить посмотреть, какие там награды нам положили. Там уже накопилось. Может быть, там колечко. Так, ну ничего нету здесь. Все то же самое. Сил 2. Сил 4. Как это все надевать, непонятно. А ловкость. Большая сабля с востока. Больше ничего тут нету. Выносливость. Капитанский бушлат. Выносливость. Выносливость. Укрепленные майорские сапоги. Великая цепь ордена света. Сила воли 4. Но исцеления нету. Не надо мне эту цепь. Пиджаки. Больше ничего нет. Ладно.